Ugh. That's basically been my sound effect ever since Saturday. Ugh. 'Cause let me just tell you what. We started off with a lot of promise this year. We went 25-0. And what did we look like in the last 9 games? A team that couldn't hit the side of a barn. A team that looked lost. A team whose shooter apparently went missing in action. A team that couldn't put any points on the board. And you know what? It came back to bite us on Saturday. When on Thursday, we had a pretty darn good game against Western Michigan. It looked like that Cuse team from the early part of the season and up until we went 25-0 was back. They looked like a complete team. Trevor Cooney apparently came back from wherever he was hiding and started hitting shots. We looked like the team of old. We looked like a complete team. We even had the walk-ons and the subs who hadn't been playing much in the game. 77-53, we thumped the Broncos. And then in come the Flyers from Dayton up there to First Niagara Center. And what happens? The Cuse reverts to the team that always plays down to its opponents. Seems to be a common thread throughout all the years that I've been a Cuse fan. The Cuse plays a team that they should beat handily, and they play down to them. And that's exactly what we did. You know what? Dayton deserves to go to the Sweet 16. The way the Cuse played against the Flyers makes me want to throw up. Yeah, absolutely. They couldn't hit a darn three-pointer to save their ass. Even Tyler Ennis's potential game-winning shot was off the rim and, didn't find its mark. Instead of the Cuse going to the Sweet 16, guess who's flying into the Sweet 16? Dayton. This is the earliest exit Syracuse has had from the tournament in quite a while. Harkens back to the 80s, when it seems as though we'd easily win our first round game, but then our second round game lay an egg. It seemed to be the pattern for quite a while, and I hope it's starting not to go that way again. But 3-6 in our last 9 games? Come on, Cuse. Where was this team everybody was projecting to go to the Final Four? The team that could maybe win it all, with our super freshman Tyler Ennis, and a nice crew of others like Rakeem Christmas, Jeremy Grant, but CJ Fair, who was expected to be a big leader this year. Where did this team go? Did we suddenly shrivel up? Well, one thing is, it just seems as though Boeheim has a habit of only playing a few and not the many, where you see a lot of teams that go on to win the title often go deep into their bench. Of course, certain skeptics will say Dajuan Coleman was injured, but how come we didn't get more minutes for Roberson, Johnson, and Patterson, the other 3 big freshmen who was part of the class? Well, there's a lot of questions left unanswered. And I know Boeheim, he's probably, he'll retire when he wants to. But any other coach with a swoon like that could get themselves fired. And hopefully I'm not making any foreboding predictions. But hey, a slide like that, that's disgusting. Just makes me want to puke. Every time I see John Calipari, I want to throw up every time I see that ingrate. I'm trying to watch my language, but hey, whenever I see John Calipari, I just want to go the other way. But you know what I mean. What a disastrous early exit for the Orange. And now there's a little uncertainty. Some people are wondering whether Jeremy Grant or Tyler Ennis are gonna turn pro. Know what, if they're smart, they'd come back to the Orange. They aren't quite well seasoned enough, and I think this early exit might give them a little incentive to come back. I hope so. Of course, we got a couple of good ones coming in next year, a couple good recruits, including McCullough, plus also Oboko, who was redshirted this year, joins the team. Well, we got a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of uncertainty going into next year. We could have another good powerhouse team, or if Grant or if Ennis decide to leave, a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty here. You were disappointing, Orange. I was hoping for a nice deep run. And of course, the day later, when Stanford beat Kansas, that really put salt into the wound. You know, we could have been playing the Cardinal instead of the Jayhawks. We could have had a pretty nice chance of winning. Well, whatever. You disappoint me, Syracuse. Matter of fact, there, I'm now hatless. I don't think people want to see my wild hair. But you disappoint me. And that's all I'm gonna say. Except to say this. Of course, there's a lot of uncertainty with people about that casino that's supposedly maybe going into Tyre. I mean, a lot of people are saying it could be an economic boon for Seneca County. Could bring 1,800 permanent jobs after the construction. It would bring 1,200 jobs during the construction. But there's a lot of uncertainty there. What about the increased traffic? What about the potential for crime to increase? And a whole lot of other things, like addiction and that. Of course, a lot of people support it. There are a lot of people against it. But it kind of looks as though it's going to happen. At least it'll be controlled by the state and not by the Indians around here. Especially because they want to put up a casino there in Henrietta. Well, you know, everybody's flatly, resoundingly said no to that. But we'll see what happens. I know a little bit of the economic future of Seneca County could depend on this. But I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions here, a lot of uncertainty, especially with me. I'm just hoping they bring a few good acts, maybe some good comedy. Of course, I'm not one to go to a casino to gamble. I'm there to maybe watch some entertainment, or maybe to sample the restaurants. But I mean, we'll see if this casino is built, what it does. And I also have to say my condolences to the people out in Ovid who were affected by that recent fire. My heart is with you because I spent quite a bit of time in that southern Seneca County village when I was younger, especially when my father was a member of the Civil War reenactors unit here. A friend of his, Bill Warren, lives out that area. And the thing is, Ovid is a tough little village. They will rebound from this. My heart's with you, Ovid. And goodbye for this season. Because with the Orange's early exit, this is it for me for this season. See you in August.